Race 1 at Randwick on Saturday for the 3-year-olds of benchmark 72 over the 1300 metres, and I'm with impressive first start winner Yayo Dash on top here for Gai Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. He only won a Canterbury maiden, but boy was he impressive. He sat just off the speed. Nash clicked him up on the turn and he put 3.5 lengths on his rivals, including the runner-up Petronius, which came out and won a reasonably strong race during the week. I know this is a big step up in grade and there's plenty of depth to the race, but on what I saw, I've got to stick with him. Number 4, Yayo Dash. To beat the 6, Maddie Rocks. Now, she flashed home behind Pandemic on the Kenzo track last start. She meets Pandemic 1.5 kilos better, and she's got a lovely soft gait this time, so I think she can settle a bit closer under Hugh Bowman. Number 1, Superium. Beaten on protest out of the up-and-coming stakes after being first across the line, and from a wide gate I think Karen McAvoy will press forward on him. The winkers go on for the first time, a definite winning chance. And the 2, Pandemic, I think he's short enough in the market, but he is 2 from 2, and he was brilliant winning at Kensington last start. So no knock on him, I just think the market's well and truly found him. My numbers in the first, 4, 6, 1 and 2. Race 2 at Randwick on Saturday, it's the Tab Highway. This week we're looking at a Class 3 over the 1200 metres, and I'm tipping an emergency here, number 18, Coup de Main. Coup de Main is now with Matt Dale, formerly with Danny Williams. He's had the 2 trials coming into this run. He's a 5-year-old. He's had 5 starts for 3 wins and 2 seconds, so he's never missed the Quinella. Hugh Bowman rides, lovely soft gait, and off what I've seen at his trials, I certainly think he can win this race first up. Number 4, Hit the Target, should get a lovely run under Tommy Berry. He's looked good at a Scone trial. He's got very good overall form. 7 starts, 3 wins, 2 placings, and he did go through the country championship heats last time around, so keep him very safe. The 3, Zardoro, just needs a bit of luck. Once again, he's drawn terribly, so he's going to have to be ridden quietly and get the breaks. He's probably been unlucky not to win his last 2 starts, but he'll need luck again. And the 5, Nikonita, well, she comes out of a strong benchmark 70 race in town, where Subpoenaed ran second. So I think that form should hold up here in a highway, and she does get into this race third up. Plenty of chances as usual in a highway. My numbers, 18, 4, 3, 5. Race 3 at Randwick on Saturday. It's for the fillies and mares, a benchmark 78 over the 1100 metres. And first up for the new stable, Blue Roche looks the way to go here. Now with the Snowden stable, formerly with Matt Laurie in Victoria. Just love the way she's been trialling for this. She's always shown a lot of ability. The blinkers come off, and Karen McAvoy to do the riding. There should be enough speed up front which will suit her, and her last trial she did run second behind Libertini. Number 7 looks the main danger here, and that is Ballistica. She rocketed home to win at Warwick Farm, first up off some strong trials. The 3, Miss Invincible, she's one of the few on-pace runners here. She came 4th behind Royal Witness and God of Thunder on the Kenzo last start, so that form looks strong. And number 5, Bare Naked Lady, goes in for 4th. She came 4th behind Sir Elton on a heavy track back in early July. She's been kept fresh, and the blinkers come off for this run. My numbers in the third, 1, 7, 3 and 5. Race 4 at Randwick on Saturday, a benchmark 78 over 1200 metres, and I'm keen here on Baller. Baller trained by Anthony Cummings, Nash Rawiller to ride. Glenn Boss was aboard first up, and he rode this horse a treat in the Show County. Baller loomed to win, but I think his condition just gave out. Beaten a length and 3/4 behind Deprive and Trope, but I'm sure he'll strip fitter for the run. He'd been trialling really well prior to that. And of his 9 career starts, 4 of them have been in stakes races. So when he gets out of them, which is what this is, a benchmark race, he's had the 5 starts for 3 wins and a second. Number 2, Murillo, I think he's the only real danger. Not a bad effort at Kensington, first up behind All Too Royal. Hard to have it on the same line as Show County form, but nevertheless, I think he's the danger. Number 4, Master Ash, has been gelded during his spell. Hard to get a read on his trials. He hasn't been ridden aggressively in either trial, but on his day, he certainly can be up there on pace. And the 7, All Too Free, she's coming through some easier races, including a last start win at Canterbury in a benchmark 72. But all the form points towards Baller. I've got him clearly on top, 3, 2, 4, 7. Race 5 at Randwick on Saturday. It's the Group 2 Furious Stakes for the 3-year-old fillies over 1200 metres. Can they beat Libertini? I don't think so. I think Libertini will be winning and winning convincingly, as she did first up in the Silver Shadow. She's got the ability to take up a forward spot, and she's got that explosive turn of foot. And that sort of combination will provide her with a stack of winners. I think number 1, Kiyomichi's over the odds. She could be the big improver here. Didn't have a lot of luck against the older mares first up in the Toy Show. She looks as though she'll get across and sit outside the lead here, and she can certainly bounce back the Golden Slipper winner. Number 3, Probabile from New Zealand, first up here since running in the size Produce. Don't be surprised if she works home strongly late and grabs a place. And number 5, Let It Pour. It's hard to leave her out. She's had 3 starts now for 3 placings, and last start she was only 2.5 lengths behind Libertini. My numbers in the Furious 2, 1, 3 and 5. Race 6 at Randwick on Saturday. It's the Group 3 Concord Stakes over 1,000 metres. What a field it's assembled. Small but select. And I am going with Nature Strip on top. The reasoning behind Nature Strip on top? First of all, we'll have a look at his last trial behind Red Zell. That was over 1,000 metres at Rose Hill. And if you watch the trial, I'll struggle that you can back Red Zell to beat Nature Strip looking at the way they went. But a trial's only a trial and race conditions are certainly different. But over 1,000, that seems to be Nature Strip's pet distance. From barrier 2 with a lot of speed in the small field, I think he can take a sit. And I think if he unleashes in the straight, we'll see what Nature Strip has got in store this campaign. And I'm tipping he can win this first up. But he's got to beat some smart ones. He's got to beat Red Zell, who loves the 1,000 metres around Randwick. He's been here 5 times. He's been in the Quinella 5 times. He's a 2-time Group 1 winner and 2-time Everest winner. So look out trying to beat Red Zell. Number 2, Piarata, is explosive when right. Some have got him down as a wet tracker. I disagree. He won the All-Aged on a good 4, and he's certainly capable of mixing it with ease if he's forward enough. And number 4, Sunlight, well, she's a 3-time Group 1 winner. Funny enough, she's never won at 1,000 metres, and her best form tends to be 2nd and 3rd up. But she's trialling brilliantly, and I expect her to run well. Terrific race. The Concord Stakes. My numbers, 3, 1, 2, 4. Good luck if you are going to play the quaddie at Randwick on Saturday. It's a cracking meeting. Good luck if you do take a quaddie, and these are my quaddie numbers. First leg, 3, 1, 2, 4. Second leg, 1 and 12. Third leg, 3, 4, 14, 2 and 13. Final leg, 8, 6, 12, 2 and 15. 200 combinations in that quaddie, so use the tab Flexi betting option to suit your budget. Good luck with your quaddie at Randwick on Saturday. Race 7 at Randwick on Saturday. It's the Group 2 Chelmsford Stakes over 1,600 metres run at weight for age. And this time class should prevail with Avilius. I said that first up in the Wink Stakes and it all went awry when Samit Out got away out in front and pinched a winning break. But I think Avilius, the extra 200 metres, fitness under his belt. The Randwick Mile is so much tougher than the Randwick 1400, and I do think that Avilius can make amends this time around. He ran the fastest last 600 of the race in the Wink Stakes. Number 12, Unforgotten. Well, she won this race last year and she was a dominant winner. There may be a bit more depth to the field this year, that's for sure, but she's second up into this race off a good return in the Winks, so I'm keeping her very safe. Number 2, Samadout. He's drawn off the track. He's got to get out to the mile, but I think he's just as good at the mile as at 1,400. And if he gets away with any sort of easy sections and then clicks it up from the 800, he really will get these others off the bit and make it interesting. And one that I think can handle a massive step up in grade is the 15, Girl Tuesday, coming off that first up win on the Kenzo track. So my numbers in the Chelmsford, 1, 12, 2 and 15. Race 8 at Randwick on Saturday. It's the Group 2 Tramway Stakes over 1,400 metres. Terrific field assembled, and I'm going for a first upper here in Colding. Colding's trained by Chris Waller. Hugh Bowman rides a lovely gate, 1 from 1 at Randwick. He put 4 wins on the trot going out of his last campaign, culminating in the Queensland Guineas over a mile, beating Baccarat Baby. And from what I've seen at the trials, I'm happy to back him here first up, given that he should get a lovely smother in the run. Number 14, Eckstein, I think she's the big danger. She's got a bit of residual fitness on her side. She trialled really well. She actually beat Colding home in a recent trial, and she had a fair bit up the sleeve. So from a lovely gate, I think she's a winning chance. Number 4, Dreamforce, a very good first up performer. Loves Randwick, loves good tracks. Nashra Willer will be positive on him and put him right in the race. And look out for the 2, Tiakau Shark, rattling home at the business end. Will he find the 1,400 too short? Possibly. That's why I've only got him in for 4th. But wait till he gets out to a mile and we'll see the best of this Kiwi. My numbers in the Tramway, 3, 14, 4 and 2. Race 9 at Randwick on Saturday, a benchmark 94 over the 1,500 metres to round us out. And I'm keen here on one first up, Scarlet Dream for Mark Newnham. I love the way she trialled. She won a recent trial under James McDonald, who rides her on race day. She's already a Group 1 place getter. She's a Group 3 place getter. She's chased home very elegant in the Australian Oaks. And I think she can ping first up here at the 1,500 on a good track, especially off a lovely draw. So I'm happy to gamble on the 8 Scarlet Dream. To beat the 6, Sweet Deal. She's flying. She's won her last 2, both on good tracks, both with Nashra Willer in the saddle. All she's got to do here is overcome a tricky draw, but the map doesn't look too bad if Nash can slot in early. Number 12, Junipal, a Victorian. I think he's underrated. He's last start winner and he's certainly a chance down in the weights. While number 2, Special Missile, will make his own luck up on the speed. My numbers in the last, 8, 6, 12, 2.